How are y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. I'm about to do a premiere draft for Duskmourn House of Horror, but before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe, and more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/Dick Record. Link in the description where you can catch and stream video games, leather crafting, and other sort of nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time, but with that out of the way, hey, we're ready already. Pack one, pick one. Let's see what we're getting. Alright, so that's a build around. Arabella is a good build around. We've never tried Boros. I think Arabella is like fantastic. What's also good here? There's a Growing Dread that's also a build around. Marvin's terrible. Defiled Crypt. It's funny is that you want to play the Defiled Crypt half first, and then you want to play the Cadaver Lab to at least get your 2/2 out of it. But it's so hard to make this work. Even with the build around of like putting creatures into your yard somehow. It's one of our cards leave your graveyard. So if any cards have flashback, this might be good if you have the blue-black signpost, right? That might actually help a lot, but that's a build around a build around. Whereas Arabella, if you're in red-white, that combination's very, very good in this format. I'm going to take the Arabella. There's a Glassworks, and there's a Growing Dread, which is also like a really good card. But I'm going to take the Arabella and see where we go from there. It's a Shard Mage's Rescue. There's also a Fear of Infinity. This would have worked really well with that last card. Hardened Escort plays pretty well with Arabella. There's also a Duskmourn's Domination, which is not terrible. Jump Scare actually works really well with Arabella, as does, geez, what is that one card? The Turn Inside Out. Part of me wants to take the Fear of Infinity, just because it seems like a fine card, right? It's a win condition. It makes the race that much harder for your opponent in the blue-black deck. And I'm not really seeing anything that's particularly red-white here other than the Shard Mage's Rescue, and even then, this is really for like a blue-white deck. Granted, it can save your Arabella, but I'm going to take the Fear of Infinity because I like building around that archetype anyway, right? Right after that, we can get a Skull Snap Nuisance. There's also a Grand Entryway. Really like the blue-black deck. We played a few Esper decks recently, and they were just fantastic. There's also a Get Out. Let's see, counter target creature or enchantment spell. That targets a lot of things, actually. So this is straight up counter spell against a lot of the permanents that you would deal with in this format. And return 1 or 2 target creatures and or enchantments you own to your hand. That's actually really good, too. I'm actually considering Get Out over Skull Snap Nuisance and hoping that the Nuisance wheels. Because this is actually really, really good. You can rebuy your there's 5 uncommons here. You could rebuy ETB effects, especially on rooms, and you can prevent your opponent from removing your creatures. Yeah, I'll take the Get Out. Get Out! Like that movie. Norin's actually really good with Arabella. Wow, okay, so Norin, the combo with Norin and Arabella is essentially you have Norin out, you attack with Arabella, they block the Arabella, you bounce the Arabella to your exile zone, and then you recast it. Yeah, it's a really good combination. And I think worth specking on, of course there's a Skull Snap Nuisance. The Eerie deck is like really good though. I really enjoy the Eerie deck. I also wouldn't mind a Haunted Screen for the Eerie deck, if we're going to be perfectly honest, because it gives us late game reach. It does feel like, aside from that, though, we are not very much in any colors whatsoever. It might be smarter to just take the Skull Snap Nuisance, but I think we were hoping that the other one wheeled. If I take this Skull Snap Nuisance, we are 100% in blue-black, and we can kiss red-white goodbye. I know that Glassworks is not going to wheel, neither is a Jump Scare. Let's take the Skull Snap Nuisance. They're also just very good. It's a Mirror Room. Unlock this door, create a copy of... I mean, this is... Pyroclasm. Let's play a game also. Wow. This Let's Play a Game is actually really good against Specifically, any deck that makes a bunch of glimmers, right? Any of the weenie decks, right? As is Pyroclasm, and forcing your opponent to discard 2 cards, and then like lightning helixing them. If you can get the delirium part of this off, I think it's way better than well, this is just a copy of a creature you control. I'm gonna take the mirror room. It feels like we're in blue. Let's play a game. We're gonna see less of those. I mean, more of those, I think. Out of this, the turn inside out's pretty good. The winter can go away. Fear of Lost Teeth is fine if you can get a bunch of those, what's it called? This also triggers our eerie things. This is really good if you can get the Thoughtseize. No, sorry. I should call it a coercion effect. Cracked Skull and the Edict effect. So I'm going to take the Fear of Lost Teeth here. There's a Cult Healer. There's a Key to the House. Spectral Snatcher. Fanatic of the Harrowing. That's a fine 4-drop. Surveil 2. Spectral Snatcher. Maybe we just want a Spectral Snatcher just to hit our lands. There's also a Thornspire Verge, which we don't really need. The Keys to the House is also not super important. Let's see. So Fanatic of the Harrowing can help you trigger your Delirium. It also... let's get the Snatcher for now. I was going to say it also... Marina Ventral's Grimoire, get out of here. Grievous Wound. They lose half their life. Appendage Amalgam. Fear of the Dark. So Grievous Wound kind of is terrible. Although... with a bunch of like small flyers, like these Skull Snap nuisances and the Fears of Infinity, this can actually just win us the game? Maybe we do take Grievous Wound here and try to get like a bunch of small flyers. Defiled Crypt Wield, of course it did. There's a Derelict Addict. Creature you control attacks on +1/+0 Death Touch. I think that's way better than... Ooh, Clammy Prowler. Let's take the Derelict Addict because it is draw 2. So Bill Merc Leech. Each opponent loses 1 life. Does that trigger Grievous Wound? Yes, it does. Alright, we're putting it together. We're putting it together. Another Spectral Snatcher and a Piranha Fly. I think we already have a Snatcher. There, we could take the Shack though as like as a pivot. But maybe the Piranha Fly is just fine, just to get in. Trial of Agony. Went late. Rampaging Soul Rager is not great. And a Forest. I don't think we're playing Arabella. So, there is a Let's Play a game. Betrayer's Bargain. Somebody's going to really enjoy that. We have very little removal. But I think we take the Cursed Windbreaker here over the Undead Sprinter or the Let's Play a game. Or the Murderer. I do like the Cursed Windbreaker. It also creates another flyer and it can make any of your non-flyers fly. Which kind of matters. Especially because we're going to try to get in with... while the Grievous Wound is in play. So we are going to try to play a control deck, which means we're going to want more removal. We want more cards like the cheap spells like Don't Make a Sound, stuff like that. My girlfriend is texting me repeatedly and I told her not to do that. It's so annoying. She keeps doing it. I will take the Cursed Windbreaker, remarking that there is a murder. Although the double black on murder is like not great. I say that having taken a Get Out. We'll take the Cursed Windbreaker. There's a Gremlin Tamer too. I'm actually looking at that. I think we can get away with playing a Gremlin Tamer. Because we're going to be doing enchantment ETB things. So having a Gremlin Tamer means that we're going to have a bunch of 1/1 red gremlins. If we can pull that off. There's no ETB on it otherwise, but if we play a bunch of like rooms or other enchantments like Fear of Lost Teeth, like Fear of Infinity, the Gremlin Tamer starts to go off and our board gets really, really wide, and then we have a Grievous Wound to finish out the game. So let's try doing that. We'll take the Gremlin Tamer and we're going to look for fixing. Not the Gorge. Meat Locker's not bad. This is the one that's the stun and the draw 3 discard card. Yeah, I could see myself taking that over anything else here. There's also a Final Vengeance, which is way better than it looks because it's exile target creature. But I will take the Meat Locker because we wanna start doing Another Marina Ventral's Grimoire. There's a Skull Snap Nuisance. There's a Stalked Researcher, which I'm not against actually, but we can get another Nuisance. And I think we'd take the Nuisance here. Over Fear of Flying? Do I take this Nuisance over Fear of Flying? That's actually a good question, because this is an enchantment creature. I think we need the Nuisance. Because also, this thing, not for nothing, it's a 1/4 with Flying. That's just very annoying. Although the Fear of Flying can let us get in, especially if they have flying blockers, we just go like, that no longer flies. Alright, I've sold myself on the Fear of Flying. There's a Bloodsucker, there's a Winter's Intervention. I think we want the Winter's Intervention, and there's nothing that specifically helps us fix. There's a Glassworks, there's a Midnight Mayhem, there's a Scorching Dragonfire. If we were in red-white, we would have been getting paid off right now. We'll take the Winter's Intervention. Let's play a game. There's a Final Vengeance and another Meat Locker. I think I want the Let's Play a Game. Let's see. Another Balemurk Leech. There's also a Murky Sewer. Do I want the 2? We got a lot of 2s right now. Let's take the Murky Sewer because there's like no cost to it. Twist of Reality is also not bad in this format. Leaving up the ability to counter a spell or instantly manifesting dread. Right, pretty good, but I will take the Murky Sewer because it makes our mana that much better. A Nuisance Wield. If we get enough Nuisances, we don't have to play any Piranha Flies. There's also a Fear of Lost Teeth, but I'm gonna take a Nuisance here. Enter the Enigma. I'm not a big fan of a card like that. This is the one that is an enchantment and a yeah. I think we already have a 5. I might want a 6. We kind of have a 6, don't we? It is a flyer. Let's take the Chandelier for now. Actually, let's put it here too. There's an Appendage Amalgam, which is fine. I'm not a big fan of Give Into Violence. It doesn't protect your creature as well as you think it does, right? It's not like, oh, this is indestructible now. I'll take the rare just because. Another Skull Snap Nuisance. All right, so we don't need this. Where are you? Where are you? Piranha Fly. You can get out of here. We don't need you anymore. You're no longer cool. But I'm not seeing any fixing for this early Gremlin Tamer, which I'd like to play as like a splash because I think it's worth splashing. We can play that, but we're probably not going to. And there's a Mountain. Enduring Tenacity or Nowhere to Run. I don't think Enduring Tenacity is that great here. We're not gaining that much life. The cards that we have that do gain us life are Fear of Lost Teeth and Fear of Infinity. That itself is like a win condition. So that, I guess that's worth considering over Nowhere to Run. Nowhere to Run's good though. Like it's really good. If you don't really have to deal with too many ward effects, right? What would I play this over? It's also an enchantment creature. And if it dies, it's playable. It's just, the thing is, it's playable. I think we do take that. And we have the Fear of Infinity. So that kind of is like a whole combo. I would really like this Nowhere to Run, but I think we got to take that. Phantasmal Image, excuse me? A copy of my, and a Ghost Vacuum? What did they take out of this pack? They left a Ghost Vacuum? So here's the thing. You definitely take the Ghost Vacuum, right? There's too many decks in this format that work on graveyard shenanigans that any amount, God, a Phantasmal Image, come on. There's too many decks that rely on their own graveyard for this to not matter. So you definitely take the Ghost Vacuum. It's never a dead card, and it can be a win condition. I wish I could take this Phantasmal Image, though. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. It's a really good card, and I think it'd be really good here. We might cut the Gremlin Tamer because we're passing the Abandoned Campground. I don't think that's gonna wheel. Underwater Tunnel might be nice. Enduring Curiosity, excuse me? Are we just getting everything now? Yeah, we take the Enduring Curiosity. I'm not even looking at the rest of those cards. Central Elevator. This is the win if you have all the rooms card. Unable to Scream, though. Yeah, and we don't have that many rooms. We have, like, this one, which we probably keep. This one, which I don't know if we keep. Oh, actually, Mirror Room might be very good here. And this one, Widow's Walk, which we probably keep. But I think we need Unable to Scream over Central Elevator. Because I don't think we're going to pull off the Promising Stairs. And the central elevator, yeah. Let's just take the Unable to Scream. It's a good removal spell. It's a 1-drop removal spell. We're not doing much in terms of manifesting, right? Because I think, yeah, we don't have any of the cards that go manifest dread, right? So I don't think we take that. I think we could take a resurrected cultist. Because this thing is just annoying over the paranormal analyst. I don't want a second let's play a game. But we do have like a sub theme of delirium. So I think we could take that. Let's see, Twist Reality or Meat Locker again. I think I'd take another Meat Locker over a Twist Reality. Cause yeah, it just helps us have a late game. There's a Murder and there's a Fanatic of the Harrowing. I think we need more removal. We have Unable to Scream, Winter's Intervention. Yeah, we need the Murder. Whoops. This is what I get. Marina Vendrell, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, there's some fixing. Neglected Manor. I think it's the best card for us here. I'm going to take it. The Cheerleader, the Smoky Lounge. We're not playing the Smoky Lounge. Keys to the House. That could actually help us fix too. Skull Crab is not for us, but there's an abandoned campground over the Meat Locker. Oh, wow. Do we have 2 Meat Lockers though? We do. So we could take the abandoned campground. And that should be perfect for we play like 2 white sources and we can play the Gremlin Tamer now. Fear of the Dark, I think, is fine as a 5-drop. I don't think we play it though, because we have Grievous Wound and Fear of Falling. Yeah, let's take that out. There's a Piranha Fly. There's also an attack in the box. How many artifacts do I have? Ghost Vacuum, Key to the House. Not for nothing. Key to the House is an artifact. Take the Chandelier, but not playing it. Take the Island. I'm like strangely very wow. Like we're not playing our first pick at all. I'm strangely very, very hopeful for this deck actually. There's a fair amount of, so if we look at the card, we don't have that many sorceries. Okay, but we have a few enchantment creatures, instants, and artifacts. So I think we'll be able to get Delirium going pretty easily. I don't know if we're playing Grievous Wound still. The Chandelier. Are we putting too many cards in our graveyard? I don't think so, right? And also we have Ghost Vacuum, so we don't have to like use this Chandelier to put things on the bottom of our opponent's deck that often. So we can cut that. How many creatures do we have? We have 14 creatures. Okay. But then, not for nothing, Mirror Room is a copy of a creature. This helps us loot. This draws us cards. This draws us cards. This gets us a thing. Grievous Wound. I don't know if Grievous Wound is good enough. We have so many ways to like ping our opponent though. So that's like funny. I don't know if we need Piranha Fly or not. What are we bouncing with Get Out? Or is it just counter magic? I guess bouncing Meat Lockers could be really good. Right? And it's 2 creatures and or enchantments, so I don't know what to cut. Oh, this is a creature too, so hold on. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm getting yelled at by the cat. What? Don't start. She gets up. Okay. Don't start. What do you want? What do you want? Bad girl? You bad? You bad? She wants to help us make a deck. You want to play a game? Let's play a game. Look at this pain in the butt. What? Why are you yelling? Cranky? You have a bad dream? Yeah. All right. The game is telling me 1 plains. I think it's 2 plains. And I think we cut, because this is a swamp, this is a swamp, this is a blue and a blue. I still think we cut a swamp. Summer, don't do that. Which means we may want to cut the Grievous Wound entirely. And that's fine. Yeah, so these are technically like the stun thing is somewhat removal. This is a creature. This is removal. This is removal. And unable to scream. I wish we had more of those, but those are removal. We definitely play Ghost Vacuum. I don't know if Key to the House is very important, because we are doing room things, but I guess it does help us fix. So maybe I can actually play one less planes and play the appropriate amount of swamps. Let's do that, because that's a fourth white source. Okay. This is really hard. This is really hard. Mirror Room, I think it copies something, but it's not like target creature you control, right? So we don't have any creatures that I think are like super important to copy. I guess Enduring Curiosity could be. Can you imagine? Token, and then we can bounce it and then play it again. Maybe that's really, really good, and I just don't realize it. This is draw 2, lose 2 early on. And this is draw 3, discard 1. I don't like the second side of Widow's Walk, Derelict Attic, so I'm going to cut that, actually. And I don't think we're actually going to pull off Let's Play a Game stuff, so I'm going to cut that, actually. That's our only sorcery, though, which is of note. And that makes it harder to pull off Delirium, but also it's harder to pull off Delirium no matter what. We got it down to 41 cards. And the only other creature... Wow, there's like very... I'm like realizing this now. I guess we did draft 3 lands. But if you only draft regular cards, you only have like... Because there's only 14 cards per pack, you have much less card selection. You have much less card selection. Right? I don't even think I want to play this Piranha Fly, actually. It's so aggressive. And we're not playing... Are we still playing it? Or did I take it out? Oh, whoops. I did take it out. Grievous Wound. I did take it out, but I think it's too slow anyway. And we're not really doing aggressive things, so let me cut the Piranha Fly, actually. Because it enters tapped, so it's not even going to be a blocker, you know what I mean? I know that we have very few creatures, but I think that we can get our way with being very, very interactive. Let's see. We're doing Esper things again. Oh no, going into round 1. And here's our first opponent. We're 0-0 going into round 1. Haven't drafted in a while, so this might go poorly, or I might have cracked it, right? We go first. This is keepable. I'm going to play a black source first. I don't want to use my Unable to Scream just yet. I'd like to draw into a blue source. I'm sorry, not a blue source, into a 2-drop, which we have a lot of in the deck. Yeah, we have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 2-drops? Okay, that's not a 2-drop. So I guess what the question becomes is, what do I play next? Is it the Cultist? It's probably the Cultist, because this thing can block me indefinitely. They're playing a Scrabbling Skullcrab, though, which is like, you know, annoying, but also just sort of like, I don't really care. But the Cursed Windbreaker can get blocked by the Skull Snap Nuisance for like indefinitely, and that's why I feel like that's going to be annoying. We're going to hold on to the Unable to Scream. We don't really need to play it just yet. But next turn I will drop the Cursed Windbreaker out. Yep. What are they? Oh my god. That is very bad. Tap target creature, put 2 stun counters on it? Oh, that's really bad. Okay, so we don't need to play that right now. Let's play this. Manifest this. That's a shame. We'll play this. And then next, end turn. Wow. Okay, Kaito, Shizuki. Alright, so how much text do you have on your tap target creature, put 2 stun counters on it. Surveil 2, draw a card for each opponent who lost life this turn. It's hexproof and it's a 3/4. They can just keep putting out tokens. Or not tokens, emblems? Oh, that's not great. Are they gonna mill me? That's incorrect. And yet they hit 2 of my best cards. Cool. Alright. They put the unwilling vessel into their yard. Okay.
Information is its own weapon.
Surveil 2. I didn't lose life yet. They could have attacked me. I think we do block here, though. Actually, you know what? Cancel. Do we just take the 3? Yeah, no blocks for now. Okay. So, we'll play this. And we'll play this. Do I want to copy that? No, right? I think we just play this. And then... Unable to Scream is, like, tempting here. But there's no reason for me to play it right now. You're already almost at full delirium. Yeah, there's no reason for me to play it right now. So I'm going to no attack right now, end turn. Because we could leave up a block from this nerd. And that would put a regular creature in the graveyard. Which I can't flip up because of unable to Scream. So I'm cycling that away. Okay. This has hexproof, right? Ugh. Yep. I'll block like this. Yep. Ninjas you control get +1/+1, so they're turning it into a win condition, which is unfortunate. There's the Neglected Manor. Doesn't come into play untapped. This makes a token. Okay. So I can make a token of this. And then... I don't know if that's good enough. I'm gonna make a token of the flyer. Copy of this. Ping our opponent. Would like the Fear of Flying. And I'm going to unable to Scream this thing. Yep. Ping him again. Yeah, I need that, actually. I need that. So then we send this one. Send this after you. Send this after you. Send this one after nothing, actually. 2 attackers. Sure. Okay. I could block the Cynical Owner with this thing. That's not a ninja. The Bilmerk Leech seems fine here. Yeah, another emblem. Okay.
I thrive in the dark.
Sure. I'm gonna take the 4 or 5. Yeah, no blocks here. Gong. Live or die. Oh wow, that's pretty good. Okay. I guess we play this. We get all these eerie triggers, so we ping our opponent. We don't want to swamp. Appendage Amalgam might be okay. So that's fine. And we double attack this thing, I think. Actually, wait, no, it becomes a 3/4. So what am I doing there? Do I just leave the blockers up? This is so hard. Okay. This has Ward, discard a card. Duskmourn's Domination. That probably just killed us right then and there. Okay. Yeah. Does that activate? No. Okay. If they trigger this... Okay.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Rethink
I have to block, and I'm not happy about it. I'll block like this. And it really depends on what we get here. Well, that ain't it, Chief. Good game. My god. Alright. That Kaito Shizuki is very good. Way too good. No, not way too good. Just very good. The whole ninjutsu thing was like, oh. And then they just have a planeswalker in play, which is very good. Oh, wow. Okay. Also needed to draw more cards there, and was not hitting our card draw stuff or our interactive stuff. Yeah, I don't know if we can like actually handle a Okay. This is interesting. I think we can keep this. I would have liked a 2-drop, but I think we can keep this. We could stun something and then like leave up the enduring curiosity. Oh, my opponent has the name of my cat. Play that. So they're playing Keys to the House, which means that they likely have an off-color splash of some kind. There's a creepy peepee. I think we kill that now. Because that represents ramp, right? They are 3 colors. Okay, so they're Esper as well. Erratic Apparition. Do I care about that? I kind of want to get this online. I can't cast the Enduring Tenacity anytime soon. Yeah, let's just do that for now. I know. Like, you really want to make sure that you're getting your, See, that's what I want to tap down. That's what I want to tap down. Gonna get a basic land. Okay, opponent has emptied their hand. Okay. Sure. That's just for that. It does feel weird to do it like that, so I'm actually gonna wait until their turn to play. Well, actually, let's play this, because then we could just block the Fear of Infinity, and I don't really mind that too much. Let's get an enchantment and a creature in the graveyard. Because this way I can just block their Fear of Infinity, and if they kill that, that's fine too. That also means that we have Delirium set up if we get this killed. Yep. Okay. This is also set up Delirium for them. There's creature, artifact, enchantment. Okay. Sure. Oh, that brings that back. Sure. They play it again. Okay. I think I want to ambush block their Fear of Surveillance. That said, we just drew a Skull Snap Nuisance, so if I play this, I could also tap down this? Is that good enough? I do want to get a black source. Yep. Alright, so we're going to tap that down. And Unable to Scream sounds fantastic. Very little reason for me to put that away. Haunted Screen, okay. That's a card that I kind of wanted, actually. I doubt that our opponent's playing any combat tricks, but they might just be playing straight up removal, which would be bad for me, right? Ooh. Is that Unable to Scream now? I guess we could block. Sure. I don't know if that was wise for them, but maybe they have a better removal spell in their hand. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you want the... Block that. Because we are trying to keep our life total high. And then I think we play the Fear of Falling here. Just to maximize the use of our mana. Now, if they have Counterspell, that sucks here. But what are you gonna do, right? We can actually leave up Enduring Curiosity. I don't... Ooh! That's their whole turn. Okay. But they do get to slap me here, which is not great for me. I think I will unable to scream the Fear of Infinity simply because it flies. That's a murder that we can't cast. And this is what? Draw 3, discard a card now. That's going to get to untap, so I'm going to do that there. Next, end turn. And we're going to leave up the Enduring Curiosity. So I can, like, flash it in. Okay. Pass to attackers. Sure. Kind of wish that they did. Alright. So, resolve. I should get a pass priority. Auto pay. Resolve. But even if I don't, we're just doing it like that. Okay. We get to eat the Fear of Surveillance. Allegedly. Yep. I don't think they have anything that can kill that. Unidentified hover ship. Oh, that sucks so much. That sucks so much. Alright. And I can't cast that, so we're unlocking this. I need a black source game. Don't screw me like this. Okay. Pitch a blue source. Play a white source. Play Keys to the House. We're gonna go get a black source off of that. And we're gonna murder this erratic apparition when we have to. We might have to. Actually, we might have to save the murder for the haunted screen. Which they can... Yep. Cool. Yeah, I'm just dead to this, aren't I? No, it doesn't even have summoning sickness. I have to murder the haunted screen. That doesn't feel great, but what are you gonna do? Crew 1. Oh, okay. Sure. Puts me at 1. Alright. Play this. Tap a white source. Get a black source. Yeah, see? I knew them. Oh, I screwed myself, didn't I? Yeah, alright, good game. I shouldn't have played the land. I needed to not play the land. I needed to not play the land. I think we were dead to a few things regardless, right? But I needed to not play the land, and I didn't think about it. I just played a land. We needed to murder the haunted screen. Leave match. Oh, man. It's... That goes to show, though, like, it's not for nothing. Like, sure, it's a fine mana rock early on, right? 3 mana for a thing that taps for any color. And it doesn't come into play tapped. It's even better. But what's it? Being able to late game go, oh yeah, this is now a 7/7. That's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. And I do like that. I do like that. I like that, like, your mana rock is no longer useless at the end of the game, right? It sort of reminds me of Hedron. What's it called? The Hedron. Where'd my cat go? Okay. Just back to sleep. We can keep this. I think this is fine. We're also going first. We have the best curve we've ever had so far. Whew. I think so. I do think that, and I probably should have made some adjustments. I do think that the deck lacks something higher in power at the end of the curve. We're not gonna play a blue source to play Unable to Scream just yet. Because what are we gonna target, right? Play this. I play the Nuisance. There's nothing for us to kill necessarily, so this is probably fine. Now if they give me something to kill, oh god, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, my creature? Leave it alone. It's just a baby. Okay. That gives us something to do with our mana. I will Appendage Amalgam on their turn. I like that. I like that, actually. Unwilling Vessel. Okay. I actually can kill this with Winter's Intervention. Oh, that's great for being in the graveyard. Play this. If I play the tenacity, it uses my mana better. Sure. I get that back into my hand. And I would like a Ghost Vacuum. I'll attack. Surveil 1. I would like the Ghost Vacuum, actually. Stay there. Okay. So the Unwilling Vessel is kind of a problem if they can get tokens on it. But next turn I get to Winter's Intervention, kill it. Meat Locker. They're just going to tap this down? Sure. That's not enough. Okay. Dies. Okay. I'm going to play this. I wonder if I could do this like this. Kill this. Auto pay. Resolve. When I gain that life, opponent loses that life. Can I target this thing now? Submit. Exile a card from a graveyard. I don't know if this like deals with that trigger or not. Okay, it doesn't. Next. Surveil 1. I'll take a murder. What's funny is we just have this Fear of Infinity in our hand. So our opponent knows that this Enduring Tenacity is going to do more damage. Solely on that. They can kill my Enduring Tenacity, but it's not going to be enough. They have to exile it. Cathartic Parting. Yep. Okay. Fear of Isolation. Okay. Oh, that's right. They shuffled my deck. Okay, so I'm going to unable to scream their Fear of Isolation and attack with both. Because I do need to get rid of that. And also, it allows us to do that. Do I want that in the yard? That's a good question. I don't mind drawing it, but at the same time... Now, let's keep that there. Okay, so next... Yeah, I know about the Surveil. Next. That's also our biggest creature, right? So I don't really want to put that into our graveyard right away. Sure. Okay. And here's a Fear of Infinity. Yeah, that's fine. Island, end turn. We also could just Swamp Cycle that away and hit our 6th land, which would be good because then we can use the Ghost Vacuum to get a bunch of creatures out, right? Sure, Ghostly Keybearer. Yeah. I'm going to exile a card from your yard. It's the Fear of Isolation. Okay, so let's see. If I attack with this and this, I can't really attack with Fear of Infinity right now. Although if I... No, it doesn't do the thing. Okay. I could Swamp Cycle this. Get a Swamp. Let's send these two in. Surveil 1. Windbreaker. Do I want the artifact in the yard? Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have just... Nah, never mind. I would like to draw that. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to attack with Fear of Infinity. There's no point to it. This is free damage. If they trade here, that's great for me. I can't block with this. So it really puts our opponent in like a compromising position where it's like, do I trade? Okay. Sure. And then we'll play this Resurrected Cultist and leave up the Swamp Cycle. I don't think I want a Swamp Cycle here. And the trade is probably the best thing that happened for me because that got rid of another flyer. Scrabbling Skullcrab, sure. Meat Locker. But that's not enough. What are you going to tap down the Cultist? You still take all this damage. Sure. Okay. Resolve. Pass to attackers. I'm gonna exile a card from their yard. This flyer. And my turn. Okay, so next. Bum, bum. And let's play this. Get our trigger. Yeah, that's fine. End turn. We also, they inadvertently triggered, what's it called for us? Delirium. So that's fun. Clammy Prowler, sure. Uh-huh. If they're trying to, like, mill us out, they're still dead in 2 turns. Enter the Enigma. Draw a card. Okay. Pass. I'm gonna exile a card from their graveyard. They're both sorceries. Exile that. And then I'm actually going to Swamp Cycle this. Get a swamp. Okay. That didn't really help. If I attack with this, they could block and kill it, but it puts them at 1. Gong, gong. Puts them at 2. We'll end our turn here. I can activate that whenever to get a bunch of flyers. How many creatures are exiled with it? Okay, resolve. But that doesn't untap it. Sure. Resolve. Nothing good there. Pass. I'm gonna crack this actually. Oh, activate only as a sorcery. Okay, never mind. My graveyard. Let's get this actually, the Gremlin Tamer. Because yeah, we don't have anything else to do here, so they're putting themselves on a 2-turn clock. I'll play this. I'll crack this. Get a bunch of creatures out. Mirror Room seems great. Attack with this and attack with this. If they kill my Fear of Lost Teeth, they die. Because I just ping them for 1. And they can't block my Skull Snap nuisance. Because it is a nuisance. Yeah, that's the correct thing to do. Good game. All these flyers, just too much. I think we needed way more removal than we have, though. Like, that's my main concern. I think we needed way more removal than we had. All right, we're 1 and 2 going into round 4 with our next opponent. Okay, that's not good. That's a mull. I think that's a mull. I can't hope to draw a first black source. There's been so many games that I've lost to that. This is better. I think we could bottom the Cursed Windbreaker. The Fear of Infinity is probably better here. And the Meat Locker and the Murder, I think, are way more useful. We can keep this. Yeah, keep this. Bottom the Windbreaker. It's unfortunate that we don't have a 2-drop, but we do have a fair amount of 3-drops. So this is great, actually. Play that. Glimmerlight. Okay. Skull Snap nuisance. Where were you a turn ago? You jerk. You little jerk. Where were you a turn ago? Skull Snap nuisance. You would have been great. For a turn 2 play. Nah. Alright. I can't have the things I want, guys. I think we're going to leave up the Murder? No, we're going to add to the board. We'll play the Skull Snap nuisance. Because then we can go Meat Locker. Yeah. They can hit us for 2 here. I can't do anything about it. If they play the Arabella. That's bad. Yeah. Oh, they have a combat trick. Like, you can tell. That pause was like, you have a combat trick, don't you? Oh, is this the destroy target creature? Yeah. Sure. I can get that back so easily. Play this, and then we'll play the Skull Snap Nuisance. So we can just block this. End turn. I don't think we block this though. They have something. Oh, that was the ceased from slumber that they had that caused the because they could target their own creature with that. It's weird that the game like allows you to target your own creature, but sure. Do I want to murder that? Pass. I'm taking the 4 here. Pass. No blocks. Pass. Yeah, do I murder that? No, I don't think I do. I think... So let's see. I'm going to get a plains here. Another land. Okay. Yeah, I think... I could draw 3, discard a card. There's nothing really here that's like too bad. So actually, this might be fine to just draw 3, discard a card. Yeah, we get that back in our hand. Don't need that. Draw 3. Wow. Discard a land. No attacks right now. And we have another one of these. That's great. Okay. So next turn we play Fear of Infinity, and I think we can also murder if we have to, or we could just like tap down something with a meat locker. Like we don't need to get in yet. Okay. I'll block the flyer. Let's see what you got. If they have the combat trick, that sucks. If it's just like I'm just getting in, that's fine. Okay. So Black Source, Fear of Infinity. Because we can't block with it, right? Yep, we're gonna surveil. So land to the graveyard. Perfect. And then unlock this. Yep. Stun this thing. Put 2 stun counters on it. And we're going to leave the Skull Snap Nuisance back to block. And that's great, actually. The Enduring Curiosity is fantastic. We don't need to attack here. We can't block with the Fear of Infinity anyway. Trapped in the Screenio to get rid of my Fear of Infinity. That's fine. I don't mind that. They're probably going to regret doing that. They might have another one of those, though, after I draw a card off of What's Its Stupid Face. Okay, so play a land. Next. Attack. To blockers. Wow, rude. Okay. I'm gonna play the Enduring Curiosity anyway, just to get the Surveil off of it. Resolve. Fear of Lost Teeth? I don't really want that right now, so I'll put that in the yard. Resolve. And we'll end turn. This allows us to leave up a murder in case they play anything too obnoxious, right? I doubt that our opponent wants to let us hit them with Enduring Curiosity. And we're so far ahead in terms of resources, I feel. Like, we're both 3 cards in hand and everything. Hospital room. Okay. Oh, they might just attack with that just to see if they can trade here. Sure. Resolve. Do I just murder that? Pass. No blocks. Pass. I think we stun down that thing with the meat locker in a turn. Okay. My turn. And we can murder that whenever. So next. Hit them with that. Draw a card. Enduring Tenacity. That's neat. Let's play that and leave up murder. We could play a land, right? Actually, if I tap this down, they just only get to attack with this and we get to block again. Plus it lets them know that we're about to get like way more cards again. And we can trade the tenacity for their glimmer light token. Like, I don't mind that. I'd rather save the murder for something else. You know what I mean? This is getting close, though. We both have a lot of lands out, though, which is worse for their deck. Trial of Agony. Choose a creature to take 5 damage. This one? And then this one can't block. Sure. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Fear of Burning Alive. 4 to each opponent. I have to murder that. Yeah. Okay. Yep, I'm at 1. So that's bad. Hold on. Let's murder this. Let's crack this. Draw 3, discard. This? I don't need any more black sources, yeah. I played a land. Oh, I didn't play a land. Play the Ghost Vacuum. Next, we do have to block here, so no attacks. End turn. If they have the jump, the jump scare, I'm just dead. Get out 1 or 2 target creatures, and okay. I wish I had the mana for that, but what are you gonna do? Pass. Oh, I can put them back in my hand and then replay them. Yeah. Sure. Resolve. Pass to blockers. Block like that. Pass. Boom. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna exile a card from their graveyard, and it's going to be Fear of Burning Alive. Play this. I could bounce 2 of these, and then play them again. And that might be good, but this is about to go untapped. So, I think we have to do the control play here. I do think we need to bounce these up. Actually, wait, can I bounce their creature? No. It's targeting creature. Okay, so if we take 2, what do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could actually do that, right? And leave up Winter's Intervention, end turn. Now if they play a hasty something, like a hasty 2-drop, okay. Pass. Going to exile a card from a graveyard. It's none of those, my graveyard then. Fear of Lost Teeth. And my turn. Unable to Scream's great here. If I target that thing... No, I don't think it's good enough. Okay. So let's Unable to Scream this. Let's draw 3, discard 2. Or discard 1, rather. Is it the Gremlin Tamer? Might be this, actually. If I play this... Well, actually, if I play this, then I could still Winter's Intervention if I have to. Next. End turn. Okay. And Winter's Intervention can gain us some life. So, pass. Those things get to be untapped next turn. I guess we'd do this. Make that's good. But is it good enough? We can get that actually. We'll just take their Glimmer Seeker. Okay. Oh, perfect. Thank you. We'll play the Skull Snap Nuisance. We'll play the Windbreaker. We'll do that. And then next, I could attack with this, but I don't really want to right now. So no attacks. End turn. I guess if I open the door... Sure. Okay. I think that was incorrect. I think they should have made this unblockable. Okay. I'm just dead. Yeah, that's right. I'm dead. Good game. Pass. Because that gets a +1/+1 counter. Yeah, good game. Ah, shame. Alright. Resolve. I'll turn this face up. Just past the blockers. Past the damage. Ah, that was really good. They really were able to grind out that game. Which I don't expect from a red-white deck. I expect the red-white decks to be a little bit faster than that. So, view battlefield. They were playing, let's see, I did steal a few cards from them, like the Fear of Burning Alive and the Glimmer Seeker, so maybe they were trying to do more grindy things? Maybe? Neat sleeves too. But yeah, oh well. Ah, this Glimmerlight, so good. It's such a good card. Leave match. Glimmerlight's such a good card. Yeah, early on, I even said, like, I kind of like that. It only costs 1. And it's true. It only costs 1. It's really good. Actually, you'll claim this. If you're watching on the YouTube and you enjoyed that, please like, share, and subscribe. And more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord, where you can watch me do stuff like this, or play spooky games, or complain about the government. But until next time, have a wonderful evening, folks. I'll catch you later.